Brighton versus Crystal Palace is a strange rivalry. Fans hate each other, and the games between the two teams are always very entertaining. So considering we haven't done Crystal Palace in a versus rebuild before, I thought I'd take the honours, while my dad has the pleasure of becoming the manager of Brighton. No shenanigans here though, it's a 5-year versus rebuild to see who can do better. A reminder of the points tally is as follows. You gain 1 point for a higher league finish, 1 point for a victory over each other, 1 point for eliminating each other from a cup competition, 3 points for a domestic cup win, 4 points for a domestic league win, 5 points for a Europa/Europa Conference win, and 7 points for the Champions League win. Dad, today we're taking on one of the weirdest derbies, I think, in the top flights of England anyway. The M23 derby.
Crystal Palace versus Brighton.
Exactly.
We've been asked to do this one a few times as well.
Yeah, there's a distance between them, but there's a motorway and an A road in between them, and they've got a rivalry against each other. I guess it's kind of new for us because Brighton's fairly new in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So seeing it on the big stage with Palace, but it's two very interesting teams, and Dad has decided to take over at Brighton because I've already done a Brighton one when we were Brighton versus Newcastle, and of course I am at Crystal Palace, so this is where the fun is going to happen. You've got a bit of money to start off with.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I was
because
surprised
of the
with
Caicedo selling, they never really spent it. So what did you do with that money? Well, you brought in a midfielder, which I think is definitely smart.
Yeah.
In Douglas Luiz, £51 million.
Good, strong midfielder. So I felt that's a position where I think you've got to be strong in there. So I'll bring him in for that.
Yeah, he gives you lots of options too in terms of like the player role. He can play in a number of different types of role, whether you want him to be more attacking or defending, because he's so well rounded.
Yeah.
The only
he's
thing
only
that
25 as well, so that fits into their sort of buying structure.
That's true. Yeah, they don't really tend to go for a lot of older players unless it's like a Lallana or a Welbeck, for example. But yeah, he's only got one attribute less than 11.
Yeah.
So very good all rounder, and £51 million. It's a lot of money, but I think it's definitely worth it. I never knew he played for Manchester City.
No, I didn't.
Well, he never actually played a game, but he was signed for Manchester City.
Yeah.
Went to Girona and then, of course, to Villa. Got 2 assists for you already. Of course, he's just moved now to Juve.
Yeah.
Along with his lovely partner.
Yeah, he did tell me about this.
Alicia Lehmann. Yeah.
Good little signing for both of them there.
Yeah, I want the contract agreements of that was like, right, so you want that amount per week? Yeah. Any other requests? Yeah, I'm only coming if my girlfriend comes. She plays for the Juve, for the Aston Villa women's team, so she went along for the ride as well and signed for the Juve.
The problem was that was a 20 million signing for her.
Yeah. Right, so Douglas Luiz, your first signing. Then you've also gone for, actually it was the other way around, but Emerson Royale was your other one. Yeah. £26 million. I'm surprised you spent this much money on Emerson Royale, because you don't normally like him.
No, I don't, as a rule, but I just couldn't get what I would class as a better right back.
Yeah.
For that money, and I needed a right back desperately, I felt.
That's the two positions that Brighton really need, to be fair. So, tactically, you're setting up with a 4-2-3-1 wide. You got Verbruggen playing every single game.
Good goalkeeper.
Ferguson playing every single game.
There's my lad. That's the guy that could win this challenge for me completely.
Yeah.
Only 18, so it's a good start for him as well, really.
Very good.
Yeah.
Because when you pick best 11, both of them go out the side. Welbeck goes in.
I'm not going to put Danny Welbeck in my team, am I?
Good player on it.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't too bad.
I mean, look at my left winger as well, Fatty as well. But that's a hell of a signing, for a long signing it. We were all surprised when they got him as well, when we saw.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to see whether you managed to keep hold of him, or should you try to anyway. But yeah, cracking team. They got the likes of João Pedro and everything on the bench. I mean, he's played quite a few. Matoma as well. You got a lovely little side here. Yeah. What about Crystal Palace though? Well, Crystal Palace don't start off with any money, so I haven't been able to bring in any players. So I've had to go, and also to be fair, I looked at the finances. They aren't great. The debts and loans are also not fantastic either. So I can't imagine they're going to give me a lot of budget, because the transfer debt as well is 72 million. So that's all of the installments that you build up.
Yeah.
They've got 72 million pounds worth of that. So yeah, I wonder if Oliver Glasner has this trouble this summer, because obviously, I mean, he sold Elise already in real life.
Yeah.
We haven't done that here.
No.
We've kept it as it was at the start of this season. We haven't gone to, because there was really no benefit.
It's a good signing for him, but a bad signing for Crystal Palace, I think, to lose him.
Yeah.
Because they finished the season so good, didn't they?
Oliver Glasner had them playing.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why Frankfurt failed after Oliver Glasner left
there you go.
to really kick on compared to what they were. My favourite German side. But anyway, with those no signings, I've gone for a familiar tactic for myself. This 4-2, this Christmas tree type of formation, but with a winger. I'm going to try the winger to begin with because Elise can play centrally. However, he did have a huge injury where he's out for 2 months and hasn't even played a game for me yet. So right now, I'm kind of without him, and injuries for me at the start of the season have been awful. Eze's also been out. Played 1 game, I believe. Eze has. Franca is like my backup. He's also been out 5 weeks. There's been a few bad injuries. Not having a good time with injuries whatsoever. But once they're all back, hopefully we can get firing again. Adam Wharton, hopefully he can grow into a better player than what he is right now, because the potential sometimes on this is amazing. Sometimes he doesn't really grow a lot. We'll have to see. Mark Gay, Anderson, 2 good defenders in there.
Yeah.
Mitchell, he grows into a good little left back as well. Midfield ain't too bad with Decore either. I just don't know how far I can push this side without no money.
Yeah, I feel you're going to struggle.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the schedules then. So far, I haven't been great. We haven't played each other. However, I did have a 1-1 draw with Arsenal, which is a good result considering I didn't have my best player.
And that was your first league game, so that's like what you class as a tester. And I mean, you think, all right,
yeah,
that ain't bad.
Not bad. Aston Villa was a 3-2 loss. Again, without my best creative player, it's not too bad. Nottingham Forest a 1-1 draw. I kind of was hoping for a win in that one. I'll be honest. We also missed a penalty as well. Edouard, very poor for me so far this season. But I am through to the next round of the EFL Cup after knocking out Swansea. But then I've got Man City next.
See ya.
So I very much doubt I'll get any further. Dad, though, your schedule, let's have a look. It also has not been great.
No, I didn't start very well, neither.
Both North London clubs, 0-0 draw to Tottenham. Not too bad.
It was an hard start. You know, when I got the draw against Spurs, I thought, well, best team in the world. So I was like, I'll take that.
Battered by Arsenal, though. Stole Aston Villa's player and then drew 3-all.
Yeah, so we both drew against Villa. No, you lost against Villa, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I lost to Villa. So you have Europa League football this season, though. That's a slight advantage.
I think it is, because if I win that, it's a good... Was it 5 points?
Yeah, it's 5 points straight off the back if you manage to win a European competition. Not to mention as well, we're in the group stage part. So if you do finish in 3rd, you actually go into the Europa Conference League.
Big chance in that.
And then you got an even bigger chance, absolutely. For a nice and easy 5 points straight off the back. But there we go. Let's have a look and see what happens in season number 1. Season 1, Dad finishing 8th place. I'm down in 11th. There was 15 points between us as well. At one point, I dropped down to 17th position there.
Lucky to keep your job.
I was. But I did manage to pull it back up to a comfortable 11th at one point there. Back down 13th, but back then to 11th. You finished in 8th place, Dad. 58 points. You were just outside of the European spots, but...
A long way in points-wise.
A long way in points, absolutely.
Points,
and there's nothing next to our names which suggests we didn't actually win anything.
Yeah.
The 3 teams that came up went straight back down again. It's very similar season to what we've seen in real life, to be fair. But Erling Haaland with 27 goals is at the top there. I don't think we have any players in and around that. So let's see where we did finish in these competitions outside of the Premier League. I had a quarter-final exit by Aston Villa. I can't get past them. And a 3rd round exit, as we probably seen and guessed, from Manchester City. I am actually surprised that Edouard got 15 goals there in the league, because I thought he would really struggle. So 15 goals in the Premier League is actually quite good.
Yeah, take out.
Dad, though, competitions. Okay, so you did go through Europa League, but then was knocked out by Atletico Madrid. You had a bad draw.
Yeah.
Semi-final of the FA Cup.
Disappointed with that. West
Ham.
It's one of those games where you think you should win that, shouldn't you, really?
Yeah. They went on to lose to Liverpool in the final, 3-1. So replicating, what was it, the 2005 FA Cup? I can't remember when it was, when Gerrard had that screamer.
Yeah.
And 3rd round in the Carabao Cup by Middlesbrough.
Disappointed with that. Disappointed.
That is a bad result. Let's have a look at the group stage then, because you had an okay group. You went through... Ajax finished bottom. They didn't even win a game.
Surprised with that.
I am as well.
I was hoping to get second and I got second, but I thought it would have been behind Ajax.
To implore you to subscribe if you haven't done so, I currently have an Ajax Youth to Gold on its way. I'm halfway through as we're recording this. And let me tell you, That doesn't surprise me as much as what it would have before I started the youth to gold with Ajax. I am struggling. So you can enjoy that very soon. That is coming out soon. But make sure, of course, you are subscribed so you don't miss those videos. So you won 2 games, Dad. You beat Olympiacos, and Toulouse, you drew 3. You drew both games against Ajax there and lost to Olympiacos 4-2. That's when you went to the knockout playoff round and lost to Atletico Madrid, who I imagine dropped out of the Champions League in third place. So squad-wise then, Dad, you only had 13 goals from Evan Ferguson.
Bad start for him.
It is, but it's kind of like, okay, take the hits now because you'll benefit in the long run if he keeps getting better and better each season. So I can see why you've done it. Ansu Fati 10-5. It's not too bad. But João Pedro 10-4 is quite good there, but he's picked up an injury. He's been out 2 months there, torn his hamstring, 11th of May. So at least it's at the end of the season, I guess. But your transfer budget for next season, £58 million with a good wage budget as well. That's very good, to be fair, because I've got, 50 million. I genuinely thought it was going to be hideous.
I was expecting to see 5.
I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, overall balance is still bad, and the debts are actually racking up, but I'll definitely take 50 million. Goals-wise, I had 21 from Edouard, but outside of that, at least in Eze, you're kind of thinking, oh, come on, lads.
Yeah.
I need some goals out of you, because I don't really want to sell them, really. Both of them are wanted, as well as Edouard. But all right, season number 2. What transfers do we bring in? Even though he was my top scorer, I cashed in big time. £40 million for Odsonne Edouard. I think I was smart, really. I think that could... I've tried using Odsonne Edouard a few times on this Football Manager, and it's not gone well. That is the most I've ever seen him score in a season. So I thought, let's cash him in early then while it's there. So he has left the club, and I have replaced him with what I think is a better striker. But we'll see, obviously, when the results come in. Because I spent £65 million. Now, the first sign I brought in was Højbjerg, because he was transfer listed for 3.8 million.
What a squad player that boy is.
That is a great signing for 3 million.
Yeah, definitely,
that is, he's very much a well-rounder, isn't he? And I quite like him.
You got a couple of seasons out of him.
Yeah, definitely. He's 29, so that's fine. Juranovic, I needed a better right back, so Josip Juranovic from Union Berlin comes in. Very attacking right back, good with crossing the ball, and a lot of pace, gets forward whenever possible. So I like that. He's 29 though, so £10 million I think is fair enough. Boulaye Dia is the man that I am replacing Odsonne Edouard with. I actually bought 2 players from Italy there. I got Torino and Salernitana, 2 very similar badges. But Boulaye Dia from Salernitana is a very good striker, and I'm training to beat the offside trap because he has that pace, agility, composure, and off the ball, all above 15 with a good finishing ability, plus 15 passing. So an advanced forward, he's only 3-star rated, but he's got everything that you kind of need.
Yeah.
It's just a work rate that does worry me a little bit with this guy, because work rate in terms of an advanced forward, you kind of need it to be a little bit higher, but let's see. He's actually already got 3 goals and an assist in 4 appearances, so a cracking start to his time in the Premier League after only a £15 million move. Only got 9 goals last season in the Serie A, so I think that's a good signing. But the most money I spent was on Samuel Ricci. Felt like I needed a better CDM or centre midfielder, somebody that can grow into the role that I can pick up for cheap now, and then somebody that I would never been able to buy once he gets to where he could potentially get. And that is why I brought in Samuel Ricci. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can develop him into the player that I know he can potentially be. And that meant tactically, I did change it around slightly. I've gone for a Segundo Volante in there with a DM. Things have changed in terms of player roles, but I have kept pretty much the same shape. And I want to give Elise and Eze another chance with a striker that I think will be better suited to get an assist out of them. So we'll see whether that actually plays a part. I've given up on the Adam Wharton thing for now. I think that first season, he was pretty awful, if I'm honest. So let's see what Dad has done, because you've had a very busy transfer window as well. Starting off with Lucas Beltran, 40 million.
Didn't score enough goals last season, so get a striker in.
Yeah, and he's a good striker as well. Very strong, likes to beat the offside trap, good off the ball, good work rate, as we mentioned there. He hasn't got a goal for you yet, but he's got an assist so far. £40 million is a lot of money, but we'll see what he can do in terms of returning that. Obviously, Osman is a player that they already had a deal for, but he now joins the club. The thing is with Brighton, the amount of left wingers they have in their squad is
you mentioned this before,
ridiculous. Centre attacking midfielders and left midfielders are so many. Edson Alvarez, £46 million, Dad, 26-year-old.
Strong midfielder, just getting in yet.
Also plays naturally at centre back too, so it's good cover there.
Good squad player.
And then we have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, one of your favourites.
Yes.
35 million.
Just another striker. I might change my formation, so I might need him.
And then, yeah, the Tinker Man. And then Ryan Sessegnon is the final guy. Adam Webster left for £24 million to Tottenham. I smell some kind of match fixing going on there. Selling to your pals.
Yeah.
Tactics, you have changed it. Of course he has. He's gone for one of your favourites, haven't you? The narrow 4-3-3 with this different types of midfielder in midfield there. So even though there is so many left midfielders, including Matoma, who I like to nail in straight away and play him as much as possible, no left midfielder here for him.
Nope.
Gone. Evan Ferguson, Beltran, Joe Pedro up front. Pascal Gross in behind. Billy Gilmore, Douglas Luiz. It's a good midfield, but okay. Schedule, it's been better than what we've seen in previous schedules when we clicked on it. We are the next game as well, which is quite funny. You just beaten Bournemouth 1-0 with an Evan Ferguson goal. You got absolutely knobbed by Newcastle 3-0.
I'll play away. I was getting beat easily.
This is where I was on about the match fixing. That. Go on, give us 25 million for Adam Webster, and we'll let you stuff us 5-1 at our own ground. And then a 2-1 win against Everton as well. Also, through to the Europa Conference League. Obviously, you've seen last season when you finished in 8th place, there was no European football, but you somehow managed to get the coefficients has allowed you to be part of the qualifying stages, and now you are in the Europa Conference League phase, and you got some okay teams in there. Olympiacos again.
All right, I'm still confident. I should go for it.
Definitely. I mean, you should be one of the favourites to win this competition now, because if you think nobody's dropping into it,
that's right. Yeah.
Who realistically is going to cause you a lot of trouble there?
Shouldn't be anybody really.
Not really. Atalanta,
they're a good
I'd
side.
say, is a good side that could cause you trouble. Lille is okay, but I think you should beat them.
Galatasaray are always an hard team to beat.
Yeah, but I still think you got a better
because of their own
side.
record, really.
Yeah, I think team-wise, Atalanta is going to be the only side that has a better squad than you.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you should be winning this competition, really, because that's a chuck me up for 5 points there and there.
Hopefully. I'll take it. I'll take it, mate. You're going to chuck it up, but I'll take it.
Crystal Palace then. Let's have a look at the schedule that I've got. It's been a lot better.
Ooh, now I'm worried.
Currently, I'm sat in 3rd place, so we'll see. But I haven't had a test yet because I've had 2 promoted sides in the Premier League. 4-0 against Bristol City, so fair play to them getting promoted, by the way. And Ipswich Town, newly promoted, getting promoted again. So that... Quite funny how that actually happened in real life and on the game. Nice little 6-2 win against them, first game of the season. Drew with Wolves 2-2 and a 2-1 win against Nottingham Forest. And I'm also through to the next round where I play Middlesbrough, which is who you got knocked out by last season. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, it's season number 2. Dab was a little bit ahead of me. The 2-0 on points. We didn't count it last season, but it was 2-0 on points because of the results against each other, which I'll probably show you now, to be fair. So Dad beat me there 2-3. We drew the other game 1-1, and obviously he finished above me, so that was the reason why it was 2-0 last season. No competitions were won. This season, though, I need to put some points on the board. Let's see what happens. After... I'll tell you all about Manscaped. Fellas, it's much easier to sort out all of your weekly grooming in a one-and-done deal. But using the same trimmer as you would for your balls as what you would for your face, that's just not necessary. And that's thanks to our friends at Manscaped. You see, they have come up with the ultimate package to make sure you keep your hairs trimmed from your 12 o'clock to your 6. That's your head and your balls, in case you don't know how to talk clock language. Introducing the Beard and Balls bundle featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 and the Beard Hedger, a trimmer for each of your money makers. And you can get 20% off plus free shipping when you head to manscaped.com or use the link at the top of the description and use code OMEGA. The Lawnmower has 2 interchangeable heads with skin-safe technology that allows you to go as smooth to the skin as you wish. It's also waterproof as well. But let's talk about the best beard trimmer I have ever used, because it features a titanium stainless steel T-blade with just 1 guard that you can change to give 20 different length options, all through just spinning the little dial. Absolutely superb. And so it's easy as that. And remember, 20% off plus free shipping when you use code OMEGA at manscaped.com. Okay, we're back, and Dad is finishing 8th place again.
I'll take it. I'm above you, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it's another point. I'm just 1 point ahead. 55, I'm closer.
I feel when you look at the teams, especially above me, that's where I think we're going to finish. And we're sort of fighting for that between 7th and 13th position, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Newcastle is obviously the biggest team there, and West Ham, the 2 teams other side of me that you're probably thinking is going to give us a bit of trouble.
When every so often you get one of the teams have a bad season and they'll drop just below that as well, wouldn't they?
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you finished on 60 points last season, 58. So both had an improvement in terms of points, but position-wise, I only had a position or two. You were in the same. In terms of goals, Dominic Calvert-Lewin had 17. So that's good for you. Ivan Toney also on 17. And Haaland, 33.
There we go.
So, what about, though? We're on Crystal Palace. Did I win any cup competitions? Probably not, because it would have shown up there. No. Oh, semi-final by Tottenham as well. And quarter-final by Everton. I'm just glad it's not your name on there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
What we do need to check, though, is did we lose against each other? Lost against you there. Oh, I don't think I've won another point. Well, maybe I'll have to have a look to see if we did, but we'll take a look on Brighton's first, on your competitions. Ooh, quarter-final by Olympiacos.
We mentioned Olympiacos, didn't we? Yeah, that was going to be my danger team.
That was thrown away.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Atalanta weren't even in it either, look. They were knocked out there.
But Galatasaray.
Yeah.
The team we mentioned, yeah.
So Lille went on to win, beat Galatasaray in the final on penalties. Oh, that's a big missed opportunity for you there. Speaking of missed opportunities, knocked out by AFC Wimbledon, who we all love as Football Manager players, of course, because they are the shirt sponsor of AFC Wimbledon, who, by the way, have released their kits for this season. And I think the away kit is just... absolutely superb. It is blue and black stripes. Go check it out. It's like Inter Milan.
I remember you showed me that, yeah.
It is gorgeous. Blue and black or white and gold?
That's the thing, isn't it?
Little joke for you.
Which way do you see it?
Yeah. If you remember that dress.
I see it.
Yeah. Third round by Sunderland in the Carabao Cup as well, Dad. Not very good in the cup competitions.
Cup games there, yeah.
Schedule, though. You beat me there. 2-0, but I beat you in the Premier League 4-3. So I went a point back there. So it is 2-1 in terms of points this season, which means the total points are Mega Luke with 1 and Mega Dad with 4. However, let's have a look then at the rest of it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 26 goals, 19 for João Pedro. Undav, who's come back into the side after his loan deal with 17 goals, is pretty decent considering he only had 24 starts.
Yeah.
12 and 11 from Evan Ferguson.
Ferguson's let me down again, isn't he? I mean, all right, he's doing the assists, but it's not developing as much as you want him to develop, do you?
No. And that's a bad signing for £40 million. Only 10 goals.
Yeah.
Okay, average rating, but only 10 goals. That's pretty poor, really. Transfer budget-wise, you've got £55 million, a good wage budget as well to keep improving this side. I sniff another change of tactic. I can sense it already. Crystal Palace, though. Let's have a look at my goals. 17 from Boulaye Dia. And he's gone down in terms of like what my coaches rate him as ability as well. Michael Elise and Eze getting up there is a lot more better than what it was last season, I guess, in the double figures. But I've got £13 million. Here we go. 53 million over than what we should. We're still in a lot of debt. Okay. Let's see what happens in season number 3. Now, I decided to sell Joachim Andersen over the summer. He's 29 years of age now, so it was the point that I could get the most amount of money for him, really, before his value started to decline. And he's good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like only a 12 pace, that's going to get worse.
Yeah.
He went to Arsenal of all teams in the Premier League, so that's absolutely fine with me, to be fair. I'm not really competing with Arsenal, so I don't really mind too much. Transfers in, though. I did get another striker in Artem Dovbyk. I think Dio is just not good enough for me. £30 million, so I'm literally putting all of my trust in Artem Dovbyk, who had a cracking season in real life, if you remember rightly, but also in this too. 21 and 37. It was in the second division, because do you remember how good Girona was?
Yeah.
In real life? In this simulation, they got relegated. So, mental, isn't it, the difference? But he did get 21 goals. So he's a goal scorer at heart, to be fair. Probably got them back promoted. He's got 1 and 3 for me so far. I just really hope he is the guy. Left-footed, very strong. We'll have to see, because he's got the better work rates, the teamwork, the off the balls, the stuff I like. We'll just see if he can provide us with some goals. Malcolm just as a free transfer, so it's nice and easy one, really. You can cover Elise on that right-hand side, or even in the centre attacking midfielder role. And then I've got Nicolas Romero, who is Anderson's replacement from River Plate. Really good left-footed centre-back. So to go alongside Mike Gahey and put Gahey on his favoured right foot. Got an assist as well in one game. And 7.2 average rating in 3 games. Very good start from River Plate. And then finally, spent a lot of money on a new right back in Yan Couto, your mate with the pink hair.
Yeah, still make this guy.
So
I won't even buy him.
No. I will, because I rate it, and I wish I had hair like that, because I don't have any hair. So if I could grow hair and it had to be pink,
you would do it, would you?
I'd do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. Just walk around with pink hair like that.
Because you could always dye it, couldn't you?
Yeah. Anyway, £33 million. There's a thing going on with Girona in this. Yeah. We're buying ex-Girona players. We're selling players from Girona. It's £33 million from Manchester City, his parent club. Obviously, he's been loaned to Girona, which is a little bit dodge all the times that they've loaned him and stuff. But there we go. Yan Couto joins the club, and that allows me to play him at right back. But I have nailed in both Wharton. I'm going for it again. I don't know why I'm falling for it again, but I'm trying to get Adam Wharton to play, because he has got a bit of development here. I just need to see more from it. But
he's not looking good though, is he?
Championship player at best. Is a bit concerning, really. Last season he did play quite a lot on and off the bench. But I'm thinking, all right, let's nail him in one last time, because if he does have a cracking standout season, I could be laughing in the next couple of seasons, but we'll have to see. But Nicolas Romero does go in that left centre back. I've gone back to the original, what I prefer, the Christmas tree, in terms of formation, and the best 11 would look like that, which is the reason why I nailed the other 2 players in. So Dad, your transfer window, £80 million on the outs. Dahoud has left, Solly March has left, Igor has left, 27 million. Ryan Sessegnon, who you got on a free, left for 17 million. Yeah. Had a few players, of course, leave on free transfers as well as they come towards the end of their career. And you did spend quite a lot of money, starting with Marcal, who is a left-footed centre-back.
Yep, always good to get in the left-footed, and he's good as well. So.
Yeah, he's not too bad. Then we've got Orsolini, which is a player I don't think either of us have signed yet.
No, I was quite surprised. He ain't that bad, actually.
He's quite good, yeah. I mean, Bologna, quite a good side this year. They got a cracking amount of players. Yeah. I worry in terms of the real life next season. They've got no Thiago Motta. No. Selling possibly Xerxes to Manchester United. I'll be surprised if he isn't the last. I think Calafiori, is maybe just gone to Arsenal already. Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to be stripped apart.
I mean, he scored 9 last season, so he had 11 player of the matches as well, which just tells you that he's very good. That wing.
Yeah, very good. Considering, obviously, he's on the wing. He's done very well there. Yeah. Got an assist for you so far. Good player, to be fair, Orsolini. Then we've got Lewis Ferguson of Bologna as well. You give him £118 million for 2 players.
I like this player as well.
He is cracking, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, he played for Aberdeen. I think when we were doing the very first Aberdeen rebuild, he was there. So that's a nice little thing. I mean, he got 13 goals.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
So have we got I have got it loaded. Where did they finish last season, Bologna? Because they got a few good, 6th place. They finished above a few good teams here. So he's done all right. Thiago Motta's still at the club there. Still got Xerxes as well. But yeah, it'd be a shame in real life. I think they're going to be decimated, if anything. But Lewis Ferguson, like you have. Lewis Ferguson's joined the club. And then finally, Sergio Guirassy. I don't know how to say that first name.
I didn't score enough goals, so I just felt, well, I could probably bring in another striker, sort of freshen it up a little bit.
Only 29, 35 million pound.
He was right on the edge of where should I pay that type of money for that age of a player, but if you score goals, you score goals.
But he only got 9 last season.
Yeah, I know, but it's a chance you take.
Used to play for Rennes as well. Thank you, by the way, for everybody who messages me about stuff with Rennes. I've even had it where, somebody messaged me today when he was playing FIFA and made somebody rage quit with the name of Rennes. Fair play. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sending it, and I'm glad that's all caught on. And now we all stand together in our fight against Rennes. So, until Dad decided to do a rebuild on them, which is coming soon. Another reason for you to subscribe. Because
it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, he's doing it by himself. I'm just going to go, that's how you record. I'm not playing any part in this. Unless he gets some relegated, then I'll play all the parts of it. Tactics, Dad. You've changed it. Of course he did. Well,
I bought a winger for a start, and he's a good winger, so I might as well use him, and there he is. Pedro goes out the other wing, so I think it's a good strike force now.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
If Ferguson starts firing, he's got a good partner beside him.
Big if, though. That's the question.
Right, yeah.
Big if. Let's have a look then. Schedule. So far, it's been very good. I mean, you lost the first game to Tottenham, but we all knew that, because of match fixing, we all knew you'd lose that one anyway. Scoopy, You beat them 4-0 and 4-2. That is a team from North Macedonia.
Yeah.
Look at that stadium. There's quality in it. And then you battered Arsenal 3-0 at the Emirates. And then Brentford 2-1 against them. Douglas Luiz with a brace in that game as well. Of course, you're back in the Europa Conference League, Dad. So your fixtures in that: Karabakh, Derry City. Are you going to Republic of Ireland? They're coming over. They're coming over. Going to Hibernian though, so off to Edinburgh. So that'll be a nice little trip. I always love Hibernian Stadium. But that, like, the green obviously always stands out, but the tier seats are just, it looks so steep.
Yeah,
it looks
does,
great, doesn't it? I bet there's a cracking atmosphere there in Edinburgh. So then we got the Romanian side, Craiova there, Rayo Vallecano, and AGF.
Should go for it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at my schedule, how I've been getting on so far. I'm currently 4th in the league, by the way, because I've also had a good start of season 2.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't played anybody amazing. I've played newly promoted side Southampton, beat them 2-0. Newcastle is quite good.
That's a good win away.
3-2 away, yeah. Kieran Trippier there doing the business for me and getting himself a nice little own goal. Forest Green 3-0, so I'm through the next round of the cup, but I got Man City again in that one, so what's the point?
See you again.
Better luck next time, lads. And then Leicester City, a 1-1 draw. That should be a better result, unfortunately. Michael Elise with the goal there, but Dewsbury Hall has equalised. Okay, 3rd season. Let's see what happens when we simulate it. And I'm finally above Father.
3 points.
So that's a point straight away, and I'm in 5th place. That's a Champions League spot.
I think that's good for both of us, really. We got into the top 8.
Definitely. Yeah, we cracked the top 8.
Yeah.
I mean, dropping out Manchester United there, Chelsea dropping out as well.
Villa was 4th last season.
Yeah, they look like they've won the Europa League.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Because of the Champions League spot that they've got. I think, in a way, though, I might have really harmed myself by going to the Champions League.
I'm glad that you're in that position and I'm not.
Yeah, because I'd love to have had a crack at like the UEFA Conference League or something like that. It isn't to be, unfortunately.
I mean, I should be favourite in that cup again.
Yeah, definitely.
Season.
Well, one of anyway.
Yeah.
So you lost 13. No losses to me by the looks of it. Oh, I lost to you twice. So the point I get for finishing above is just no point now because you get 2. In terms of the profile, Michael Elise is up there with the highest average rating, but actually 2nd as well for the most assists. But no other players of ours are there.
Disappointing, really.
We're on Crystal Palace. Come on, get me a competition. Yeah. Runners up. That means I beat Man City.
Well done.
I don't get any points for that, though. Oh, I can't believe I'll do all that and then only get the runners up, though. Chelsea in the bloody final.
That was going to be my team, then.
Typical. So in the 3rd round, you got beat by Newcastle. I knocked out Man City 2-0. Bloody hell. 4th round, knocked out Leicester 5-2. Quarter final, knocking out Leeds 3-1. Semi-final, knocking out West Brom. Outside of knocking out Man City, I had a fairly easy run.
Yeah. But then you've done the hard job.
Yeah, how annoying is that? 5th round by Cambridge, though. The mighty Cambridge United. Fair play. There we go. Dad, you had European football, though. Did you do anything else? Oh, no.
Get in.
5 points.
Yes.
For winning the Europa Conference League. 5 points. And you beat Schalke in the final.
Good result.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that. You topped that one. You won 6 out of 6.
You should have done, really, shouldn't I?
God, what a game in Hibernian that was.
Yeah.
5-4. Into the round of 16, you knocked out Reims. Quarterfinals, Rapid Vienna, 7-3 or 7-2, whatever it was. AGF, who you played at the group stage, you knocked them out in the semi-final, of course, and that's where you beat Schalke 3-1. That's massive in terms of the points. Yeah. Swung it straight in your favour. I mean, swung. It was already in your favour, but straight back in your favour again. 23 goals from Guirassy. That was a good signing.
Yep.
21 from Evan Ferguson.
Got Ferguson into the 20s now, so that's ideal. Pedro with 19.
And 13
Put him in the wing.
assists. Yeah. So that's really good. And Ciso as well coming into the side.
Yeah.
God, look how good he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's awkward, isn't it, with Pedro being that good on that same position as well.
He is bloody good.
Yeah.
All right. In terms of the transfer budget, 27 million. Let's have a look to see what I have done this season. So 21 goals from Michael Elise. Dovbyk with only 15. That's a real big blow. I needed more than that. 14 from Eze is not too bad either, but Michael Elise is carrying us. And he's chose England as his nationality, which is interesting. By the way, did you see who the manager was? Maurizio Sarri.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite funny. But yeah, Michael Elise chose English. He hasn't got any caps yet, but transfer budget. Come on, be big. Uh-oh.
You ain't got any wages to go.
at least
that gone, isn't it?
I've got 100% of any transfer revenue made, but I'm 82 million in the red.
Yeah.
51 million remaining in the debts. It's coming down, but that is not good at all.
You just got to make your own money now, haven't you?
Yeah. Let's have a look at the results against each other. Oh, I got battered 4-1 against you there as well, and 3-1 in the other game.
Oh, get in. What a season that was.
That's horrendous. Considering I finished above you, I really need that cup.
You did.
I really needed that cup. Let's tally up the points then, because Dad, of course, has beaten me twice, and he's won a European trophy. So the season points for season number 3 is Omega Luke with 1, Omega Dad with 7, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 2, Omega Dad with 11. I mean business in season number 4. I've signed the ultimate goal.
Frank, what are you doing? What's going on, mate? You're supposed to be signing for me.
Come on, Frank. By the way, tried signing him 3 times. First time he wanted like 400k. The second time he wanted 200k. The third time he wouldn't even speak to me. And then I was like, so Frank, you going to join me or what? He was like, yeah, 66k. Yeah, I thought so. Free transfer, Frank bloody Kessie.
I always win the league when I get him in my team.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go from 5th to winning the league. With Crystal Palace.
Good signing, though. I got to agree.
Great signing.
Yeah.
Also, we sold Juranovic for £23 million. Believe that's back to Celtic. Yeah, he did play there before for a lot of money. Well, he only got sold for £7 million. So to sell him for 23, that's a lot of money. So, happy with that. And that allowed us to do with installments to put Crystal Palace in even more debt to Devo. So I've got 2 very good, a good centre back next to Mark Gahey. 2 very good signings that I've brought into the club.
Very good signing, that one.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Very happy with that. So tactically, I've changed a couple of player roles around, but I've pretty much stuck with the same style of play and the same style of formation. Eze and Elise still up there. Dovbyk, I'm giving you one more chance, my friend. It's got to be better. And the reason why I'm keeping it is because I think I'm filling in the Segundo Volante. That position is really key, and Frank Kessie's perfect for it, really, because that 13 finishing is going to be used quite well, I think, from Segundo Volante, and then Todibo coming in at the back should make me better defensively. Dad, transfer-wise for you, though, a big signing coming in the door straight away in Diamonde.
Well, we know I like signing him. I've got to strengthen my defence up a little bit more, so, yeah, got the buy-in.
Seen him a lot better than what he is here.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with that. He's not so good as I thought he was going to be, but I might make him better.
£44 million is a lot. He's got a goal already, though. He's not the only signing, though. We did actually sell quite a few players as well. So I think those were most of them from last season. But the likes of Matoma's gone out for £14 million. Bit disappointed you didn't use him as much, I must admit. Another £5 million there. Allows you to play, well, spend another £12 million, but 2 more signings came in. Scott Olsen on a free transfer.
Good free signing this
one. Join the club. Yeah, good winger. And Dennis Siemens. So now you've got 2 really good young goalkeepers.
Yeah, pleased with that.
As your backup, I'd probably suggest.
Yeah.
Tactically, well, that's changed again. The Tinkerman. Best 11 looks like this.
Well, we were talking about the Pedro and the other guy, so I sort of made a position for them both to be in there.
Ciso.
Yeah.
With 2 strikers still.
Yeah.
Putting a lot of stress on Douglas Luiz.
He'll be all right. I've got faith in him. I've got faith in him. He's got a good defence behind him, I feel.
Ciso is looking unbelievable.
Yeah, you've got to use him, yeah.
1 support role as well. There is 1.
Yeah.
In the inside forward.
Him and Douglas are going to be running around like hell.
Yeah, everybody else is either, no, I'm just defending, or no, I'm on attack. Schedule-wise then, it's been a good start to the season. Yeah. Just a draw 2-2 with Chelsea, but the rest of the teams that you faced and beat, not exactly like the best to sort of gauge how well this is going to be. Yeah.
You think you should beat.
Yeah. Garassi with a lot of goals, though, I can see. So that's been a good start for him.
Yeah.
Europa League, after, of course, winning European competition last season. You're in the Europa League. You've got these set of fixtures. That's a lot more difficult.
Yeah,
Lazio, Lille,
I still don't think I can get through with that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look then. Crystal Palace, because I've got Champions League football, which is mental, by the way. Schedule, been an okay start. I've had the worst fixtures ever.
3 good games.
Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool.
But you come out of it well. 2 draws and a win.
Unbeaten.
That's such a good start, really.
So 2 draws against Arsenal and Man City with the 1-1s. Dovbyk as well scoring really early in that one. Did also beat Sunderland in the first game of the season 3-1. And then I beat Liverpool 1-0 with Eze with the goal. Can't argue with that. That's a great start to the season, really. Champions League football, I've got Arsenal again, PSG, Celtic, Milan as well. Some difficult fixtures.
Roma.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be qualifying from this.
Oh, no.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's simulate season number 4. Oh, I'm still ahead of you, but we both dropped down the
63
table.
points then. Oh, dear.
So I get a point for finishing above. I needed it to be a lot more, though. Oh, no. I can see it already. Champions League spot next to your name. Boom. Europa League winners back-to-back.
Next season, Champions League.
Oh, yeah. 5 more points. Beating Gladbach in the final. I can't believe you've done that. League phase, you lost 2 games, drew 1, won 5. Oh my god. 5-0 against Lazio, 6-1 against Ajax.
When you got Ferguson on form, you're going to score goals.
I don't think he was, because he didn't score any of them. He's not up there. Didn't play in the knockout playoff round. Into the round of 16, Sturm Graz, 8-3 on aggregate. Quarter-final, 3-2 against Everton.
That's an odd.
They've done well to get there.
Yeah.
Semi-final, Feyenoord. Hey, nothing against them.
I like Feyenoord.
Yeah.
They're a good side.
Beat him on penalties, done it the fair way.
Yeah.
And then beating Gladbach in the final. I can't believe that.
They're always my bogey side when I play in the German league.
Come on, did I win anything? I need to win a cup, surely. Oh, semi-final. Knew I would get that. Knocked out in the playoff.
Yeah. I don't think either of us are going to be any
FA.
good in the Champions League, to be honest.
We need a few more seasons to do that. I only just missed out on goal difference, to be fair, though. Mainly because I got battered by AC Milan, probably. But drew 3 games there. 1-2 against Celtic and Freiburg. Not convincingly either, which is probably the reason why. But quarter-final by Chelsea. Semi-final by Manchester United. 3-2 as well. Difficult. Hard to take. Let's have a look, then, at the goals. So Dovbyk got 24. Elise with a good return as well. Still lacking some goals. But Frank Kessie with 12.
Frank Kessie. Don't let you down, mate. That is 12 goals from that position.
I'll take 12 from a Segundo Volante.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Decore as well with 12 assists. So that's what those roles can do for you. Not too bad. Transfer budget. Good. It's even worse than last season. Let's have a look at the results against each other, by the way. We haven't seen that. So I beat you there. So that's another point. And I beat you 5-1.
Give me an hammer in there.
So that's 2 points. Plus I finished higher. So I get 3 points that season. You do get 5 for winning the Europa League. But that is the only 5 that you get. It just keeps me within touching distance, I guess. Dad, your squad-wise, though, let's have a look. 20 goals from both Garassi and Joe Pedro. 16 from Evan Ferguson.
I was a bit wrong there when I said that. Ferguson didn't score many goals for me again, did he?
No, because even Beltran got 16. He actually played more. I think Evan Ferguson dropped down to the bench a few games.
Yeah.
15 from Enciso and 11 assists is very good. He's now like your best player.
Yeah.
Him and João Pedro, who's developed quite nicely as well. Definitely your 2 best players there. Your transfer budget, 40. Oh, you've only got 14.
To go into the Champions League as well.
Yeah. But after season number 4, let's have a look at the points. So this season, the points were Omega Luke with 3, Omega Dad with 5, which means the total points now, after 4 seasons, is Omega Luke with 5, Omega Dad with 16. Well, I'm not completely out of it. You get sacked, that's minus 10 points. Could still be in with a shout.
Yeah.
Let's not all lose hope just yet. Let's not think, oh, Luke's really lost his touch here. Remember how much money I've had to spend. That I've had to sell players as well to improve the side. Nicholas Romero, unfortunately, is the casualty there. £41 million I've sold him for after he only played 19 games last season. I actually think that's quite a lot of money in comparison. So that's decent. And that's allowed me to sign Szymanski? Yeah, let's go with that. From Real Madrid. So I'm signing a player from Real bloody Madrid.
Good, yeah.
It's good centre attack midfielder or good centre midfielder. £35 million. Kind of a help replacement, I guess, for Eze and Elise. You can kind of intermingle with them. £600 for Fruchel, who was out of contract, so I had to give him because I had no goalkeeper, by the way. I had only Dean Henderson, and that was it because Sam Johnson left on a free. And Jaro Quansah was my replacement that I picked up. Not a bad replacement, actually. He looks quite good.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
The guy that I just sold to Aston Villa. I've actually changed things tactically. I've gone to a 4-2-3-1 now and trying to push this last season to win a competition or a trophy. That's what I need to do, so I've gone with the 3 attacking midfielders in behind Dovbyk, who, again, I couldn't sell, so I just went with the money I had for attacking midfielder and went for this type of formation instead. Defensively, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
It's just going forward, I'm not scoring enough goals, and Dovbyk is just not doing enough.
Out the way, really.
No, not really.
I think that's what's cost us to winning things. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm fortunate I've won 2 European Cups, but
right.
so I think that's just unfortunate. That's what's cost us really for the FA Cups and Carabao Cups as well.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at what you've done. Oh my God, you spent a lot of money. You sold £39 million worth there. Was there any more that went out? Garassi for 48 was the other signing that you sold. Oh, actually, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin for £15 million. So there's a couple of strikers leaving there. And you spent £160 million. Albert Goodmanson was a free transfer as well from Genoa.
Yeah.
Then you spent £86 million on a right back.
You're gonna spend this sort of money to get the best ones in, haven't you?
I mean, you did sell Tariq Lamptey for £35 million as well.
Good replacement, only 26.
£86 million. Rodri for £74 million as well from Real Betis.
Yeah.
£74 million.
I just couldn't get anybody else to come into the team that in positions that I needed.
Tactically, of course it changed. The Tinkerman is back. Best 11. Let's have a look at it. Evan Ferguson is in there now as a lone striker.
Yeah. I'm putting a lot of faith in you now, Fergie.
Interesting considering how bad he has been so far in the rebuild. But okay. And Cecil on that left-hand side is probably just going to make up for it because that guy is scary good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Van Heck and Diamonde at the back. That's a good defence. Very good defence.
I've got a very good defence. My back four is so good. The goalkeeper's good as well.
Yeah.
Strong midfield and going forward, really good.
Yeah, look how good your goalkeeper is now.
He is good, isn't he?
Yeah, after a few seasons, he's always an absolute weapon in the net.
I think it was, one of the good things when I took this team over, I knew then there's no point in me even buying a keeper.
No.
He was always going to get better, wasn't he?
He is one of the reasons why I'd like to see Football Manager work out how to do correctly, I should say, because I think that this might be the problem. A ball-playing goalkeeper. He has 17 passing. The sweeper keeper is not an ancient role, it's still used, but like there's more advanced player roles now, I think, in goal. Ball-playing goalkeeper being one of them. This man is one of the good ones.
Yeah.
You will see, I guess, whether they can work it out, because I imagine it's just chaos because the keeper acts as a centre-back.
Yeah, he does really.
And then they just get chipped all the time.
Yeah.
That's probably what happens. Schedule-wise, let's have a look. We've played each other, by the way, and Dad has beat me.
Yes. That makes it really hard for you for this last season, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not a good start,
You've got to win something, son. You've got to win something.
Yeah. João Pedro from the scored a brace in the Premier League game against Nottingham Forest. Good start there. Draw to Bournemouth. Beaten Burnley as well, 3-1. And scrape through against Watford on penalties.
Yeah.
Champions League, though, Dad.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. PSV, Man City. Can't avoid them. Inter and Juve in there as well. Some tricky fixtures.
Not easy, is it? So I'll say goodbye now.
Yeah. Let's have a look at my schedule then. Other than the Brighton loss, we've also got a loss to Fulham. I did beat Arsenal 1-0 though, and I drew to Liverpool 2-2. It's not all bad. I am also through to the next round of the EFL Cup, beating Stevenage there 2-0. Let's have a look at my Europa League fixtures. I've got Midtjylland, Rosenborg, Lens, Monaco. There's some good fixtures in there, Leo. That's not too bad.
That's the one you've got to win. You've got to try and win that one.
What, the Europa League?
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to win the Champions League, so you know I'm not going to win another European Cup. So this is the one that I feel that you've got to win.
Be a good 5 points to get, for sure. Let's simulate season number 5. See if I'm in with a shot. Hopefully just Dad gets sacked. That would be perfect.
No, I don't want to get sacked in the 4th season.
5th. This is 5th. It's 5th season.
Oh, yeah, I lasted the end of the season, didn't I?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Well, season 5, you didn't get sacked, but I'm quite surprised by it.
I was very close to getting sacked. You know, I thought I had such a better team, man.
Oh, I might have done it.
No.
Yes! Oh, I almost won the Carabao Cup as well.
I wanted to see that one, but not that one.
Runner-up in the Carabao Cup. Bloody Man City, they cost me again there, look. Beat me in the semi-finals of the FA Cup as well. I mean, I've got to be happy. That's a big win. Plus, of course, I've got a point for finishing above you.
Beat Roma as well. That's such a good win.
Yeah. Knocked out Shakhtar in the semi-final. Quarter-final against Dortmund.
My favourite tournament.
Bloody good win, that one.
It is, yeah.
Round of 16, knocking out Feyenoord.
I like Feyenoord as well.
So do I. They let me batter them. Me and Fulham, look at that. 23 and 22 goal difference. I won 8 out of my 8 games, only conceding 2 goals.
Good.
That's mental.
Yeah.
And Fulham did quite well too. So, I mean, hey, if you want the tactic for this, you know what to do. You just got to download the save game file from page.com/MegaLukeGaming, or on the channel membership page. Then if you download the save game file, you can get the tactic out of it. Because this seems to have done very well. Just a shame I didn't use it until the 5th season. But anyway, let's go back to the Premier League. We've got a bit sidetracked from that. 58 points to your 48. So there's only 10 points in it, really.
Yeah, it's a long way down for me. They went at 13th from 8th was I finished last season.
Dolphbick was the second top scorer. He's finally decided to turn up as well, even though it took him 4 or 5 years, whatever it was.
Lewin gets up there now. Look, I sold him to West Ham.
Yeah, so that was a good choice from you.
Sold the wrong one. I should have sold Ferguson, shouldn't I?
Oh, never mind. What about the results against each other? I think obviously we've seen that you weren't in anything. Round of 16 in the Champions League. Quarter-final by Crystal Palace.
Oh no, so you knocked me out of the cup.
That's an extra 2 points.
I'm sweating now.
I could be close. Let's have a look at the schedule. What was the other games against each other? Premier League, I won that one too. Oh, you beat me earlier on in the season, didn't you? So you did get an extra point there.
It was an own goal. I beat you by as well.
Oh no, a 92nd minute. Okay, let's tally up the points now and find out.
This is close.
So the season points are as follows. Omega Luke with 9. Omega Dad with 1. Meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 14 and Omega Dad with 17. Oh, 3 points. It was closer than what I thought it was going to be at the end there. I thought, oh, yeah, 3 points. If I just won that bloody cup, we'd have been even Stevens.
Yeah.
Evan Ferguson never really got firing for your dad.
No, he didn't. No.
Couldn't find the right system for him, I guess. 18 goals there in that final season. 21 from Joe Pedro. £7 million the transfer budget. That's going down.
Yeah.
Going down very quick. In terms of goals for me, though, 37 for Dolphbick.
Very good.
Terrible before that.
Yeah.
It was just his tactic, obviously, just feeding in goals. Because Frank Kessie got another 14. Look, 17 and 17 for Eze.
Never lets you down, Frank, does he?
No, he don't.
Let me down, but
Come
never
to
lets
the
you
right
down.
side. Come to the right side, Frank. Transfer budget? Yeah, there's none. So good luck if you do decide to take this over, because the overall balance is 114 in the red, even though you still got 100% of the transfer
good
budget.
teams to work with, though.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Good squads.
But I think people would be wanting to get their save game files for this reason here, because that tactic in the cups was quite lethal compared to the team that I obviously had.
Yeah.
And gets you some goals with that poacher up front. So, hey, give it a go. But okay, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Dad wins this time round. Next week, we'll put a bit of a spin on the rebuild. Let's think about that as you will. But on screen right now, Dad has done a rebuild with Birmingham City. 10 seasons. Go take a watch. I set him some challenges.